Good morning, traders, and God bless. I am Ricky Gaspard, your host for this pre-market session. And each morning we watch these volume spikes. Once we see a volume spike in any one of these 5 scans, we click on it. And the next thing we do is we come and check the current bar volume, which is this very last candle. And we want to see a good battle going on here in the volume of that candle. We don't want to see it pausing. We want to see a continual flow. It's not a certain number. You just want to see it acting like it's doing now, continually moving. Once we confirm that, we want to look down here, make sure we have a tall green bar of buyers, which are above this yellow average volume line. And we want this My Blessing indicator pointing north and green as well. So to do it quickly, we see a volume spike. You'll see me click on it. I will immediately check the volume, see if we have green bars and this line is moving upwards. Then we have changed recently. We're watching a 15-minute chart with a new label that's counting the buyers and sellers within this candle. The 15-minute allows us to slow it down. It allows the label to stay in there for quite some time. The trigger point is anything above 90, 95, 100 would be your entry, providing we have the volume. And you kind of get out when you start seeing the body of this candle getting smaller, or you start seeing red come into these bars. If you are new here, I highly suggest you watch these videos over and over and over, attend quite a few of them before you even think about trading. Learn what we do here first before you put hard-earned money into this day trading style. Actually, the best thing to do is to trade on paper at first. Write down your entry, your exit, and your results. If you are profitable on paper, then change over to real money, but trade very small share size, anywhere between 1 and 10 shares. If you continue to be profitable with real money, then the only thing you need to do to increase your profits is increase your share size, and also do that slowly. Also, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a guy who builds indicators from his home office, and I teach how to use these indicators. I don't teach investing itself, but these indicators will teach you how to get in and get out of stocks. So for a more professional approach to the market, reach out to a financial advisor, someone who is licensed. Because anything you do here, it's your own responsibility. I'm giving you a warning now. And let's see what else I have to cover here. I think that's about it. Make sure that your active trader, TIF, is on EXT so you don't miss a trade. It has to be on EXT for these early morning hours or you won't get a trade in. And happy Friday. I've been watching PRTG. This stock is up 150% already. And whenever we see one running up just before our market opens, be very cautious because they're probably waiting for us to come in so that they can bail out. So be aware of that. Seems to be quite a slow morning other than this stock. So we'll take it as we get it. We've been profitable pretty much all week. This indicator has really helped out a lot. If you notice up here, this price does not move unless we exceed 85%. So 85 would be minimal. That's why you want to wait on 90, 95, and 100. Because once we hit 90, 95, and 100, it's really cranking by then. About 15 seconds to go. All right, watching those percentages. Let's see if they change over to red or do they fly. No percentages right now. That means no entry. All right, we at 92%, 97, 98, 98. Watch for a sell-off here. They could be tricking us. 95, 99. Right here, it's stalling, so be aware of the stall. 92, 97, pushing up slowly. If you are in enough profit, I would start taking a little because we don't know where it's going to go. It's already up 173%. Now 1308 is the price. The numbers are dropping. 85. Looks like everybody quit. The label disappeared. We need a label up here to do anything. If you are in profit, take some. It's stalling. %, 98, 100. This label will stay planted as long as they are buying. That's a good clue that they're going to continue to buy. 90%, 93. We have had some great success with this indicator the last 3 days. It's almost hard to miss. Notice I said almost because you can. This indicator is not for sale, but you do get it with the premium membership without an extra purchase. Watching these percentages, the buyers are coming back. I don't have the numbers high like I want them. And when the label starts blinking off and on like it's doing now, we're running out of buyers. You should be out of the stock or at least out of most of your shares and only hanging on to a few if you expect it to go higher. LT, you are a premium member. You have access to it. If you look over on the left, it's called Newest Free Scripts in your premium section. It's right above the live channels that we go to each morning. $12.90 is the price. Fumiga, you're probably correct. The only thing I've added to it was this label up here. When this label turns green, it tells me to look for this label and to see what the numbers are. All I did was move it from down here to the end of the candle, and then I created a label. Yeah, we figured it out the other day. I just couldn't believe the performance when all I had to do was change the 15-minute. And then with my blindness, of course, I needed this label so I could see, hey, it's green, look over here. It also has an alert that turns on when this triggers. That allows me to walk away for a few minutes. LT, if you'll go look in that channel, you'll find it real quick. Scalping Sniper, I believe it's called. I try not to do too much discussion about setting up in these live streams, trying to concentrate on getting a trade in, making a little bit of money. But it's over there in the channel that I just referred to you. Good job, traders. Tally Ho, Don, Peter, R, Mr. P, Stack and Loot. All of you made some money on that little move. Okay, well, wherever it is, I don't on mine it's just right above the channels, the live channels. It may be in a different location on your side. Good job, Barry. Good job, Mo Money. And good morning, traders that are just arriving. You've already missed $100 or so on this one stock. At least it didn't sell off. That's what I was expecting. Good job, Eddie. We need another one now. It's like they're all giving up on this one for now. We need another spiker in these 4 columns, 5 scans. Fridays are pretty tough days. Feels good to make a few dollars right at the gate. But it's quiet now. Eddie, I took the volume profile from Thinkorswim. I was able to access the code and I stripped everything out of it that I did not need. So I'm using them as levels of price, volume. That's actually what volume profile is. This would be the high of the day. The green one is the low so far. The yellow line is the point of control. This is where most of the traders buy or sell. This is the agreed upon price of what this stock is really worth. The way you play this indicator is you wait till it hits one side or the other, and you're either shorting or buying back to the middle. At least that's the way I play it. I feel that that's the safest play because it's going to spend most of its time sitting here on this yellow line. So I want to see the breakout and a return and short it, or a pullback and a buy back up to the yellow line. It's not the same as VWAP. Good job, Rain. I need to call you Autumn Rain. The other rain word gives me bad thoughts. Just kidding. It is available for premium members. We could use another spiker, though. Amadeus, thank you for volunteering to hold a few classes. I know that you know what you're doing. I really appreciate your effort to help the community. And God bless you, brother. Thank you, Ghost Win. All of you on YouTube, you need to come join us. We make money every morning. The bigger we make the group, the more people we have looking at the same charts, the more people we have buying the same stock. Eventually, you will see stocks exploding when we land on one. So you're not going to lose very much unless you personally make a mistake. And I make them all the time, so I'm not guaranteeing you won't. But we have a lot of fun here. We now have 3 streamers, me, Milo, Amadeus, all teaching. Well, nothing is moving currently. So if you're interested in what you get when you join, you get me 4 to 5 hours a morning. You get Milo 2 or 3 times a week, sometimes one if he's got things to do. Now we got Amadeus on board. He'll probably do one a week. You also get 60 plus custom scans, all coded by me. You get 30 plus custom indicators. They all work. You just have to pick which one is your favorite. Plus, you get a whole community of traders that are willing to help you. And we'd love to have you on board. Help us build a big group. HMZ, I've been using Thinkorswim so long, I don't worry about the slippage. It's not that much. I'm a high volume trader. I buy a lot of shares when I do purchase. So I'm not worried about 20 bucks slippage or nothing like that. It's going to happen on any platform. I don't care which one you choose. You're going to have some slippage here and there, or the price jumping over your entry price, and etc. I've been on Thinkorswim since 1990. It's going to be hard for me to get off of it. I know every inch of this platform, except for when I forget because I'm getting older now. Sometimes people have to help me too. Yeah, you can open up a cash account, HMZ, and you won't have a margin account, but you can open up a cash account. You will not be restricted until you run out of money. You can trade until it's gone if you open a cash account. Yeah, you can't short stocks on a cash account. But if you're just learning, you don't want to be shorting anyway. You want to be buying. DBVT. DBVT is not a stock. DBVT, type it in, Rick. There we go. Don't like it at all. It's all compressed. There's no activity here. HMZ, I don't know the restrictions in other areas, so that if that's what you say happens over there, then I don't know what to tell you. I wish I could help you. All right, seeing some percentages picking up here. Let's see if they get a little bit of activity. 100%. I'm looking at the volume. It's starting to flow. Remember, I said volume flow, not a specific number. We want to see activity here. I want this label to stay planted in this bubble, and it's not staying planted. That means people are coming in and then stopping, and then coming in and then stopping. We don't want to see hesitation here. We want these numbers popping 95 and 100 so the candle will grow. And we want it to stay planted just like it is now. Hopefully those numbers will stay there. 91%, 92, 86, 89. Need high numbers, 93, 96, 97, 100%. You'll learn how to count here if you listen to me 24 hours a day. 97%. Starting to drop down and the buyers disappear. Not a lot of people trading this one. We're still down at 300,000. That's pretty small. Looks like they're all taking profits. It did not rise fast enough. Good job, Terry. Terry has got this down. Good job, Terry. You can be just like Terry. All you got to do is stick in here for a while. You eventually get it. Yeah, this one's over. I never did click the trigger on this one. I didn't like the way it looked. I'm waiting for one to pop up in my scan. Any one of these scans. I hear the rain starting outside. Hopefully they don't knock us out of power. A lot of people thought, you can't scalp on a 15-minute. Well, I'm proving them wrong. You can, and it's easier. Duvin, I'm waiting on a streaming server. We have a chip delay. Hopefully the tariffs don't hit us. It's been ordered for weeks. I was supposed to receive a call back yesterday. I did not receive that call. That means I need to call them today. Hopefully, very soon, the website's ready to go. I just need that streaming server. I don't want to pay a rental fee to nobody. I'd rather own it. So, a slight delay. Of course, we've been under a slight delay for 6 months, 7 months. But I want it right. I don't want to do this wrong. Once we launch, I want to trade. I don't want to work on websites and servers. I hear you, brother. I don't think they have any either, though, even though that's where they come from. I think there's something wrong somewhere. I think they did find some in California. I think that's what we're waiting on. This one didn't do too much, but it did put some money in Terry's pocket. And it can put money in your pocket once you figure it out. PRTG holding the price level up here. There may be more to come. And there may not be more to come. I don't know. I'm guessing because it's holding the price range. Here come some buyers. 100%, 95. It needs to plan itself here. We don't want it blinking off. May not be enough buyers to keep it going. No more buyers. So don't be too anxious to click the button just because you see a green label. It needs to lock in, and once it locks in, you may get 50 cents or so out of it, or $1. So if you're just popping in here, we're waiting on a little chart bubble to pop in. We want that chart bubble to hit 90%, 95%, 100%. That's our trigger that it may take off, or is taking off, I should say. And because we're on a 15-minute chart, it stays planted for a long time, actually. A lot longer than a 1 or 5 minute. Not seeing any spikes whatsoever. These are not moving. We want green, but we want these numbers growing, and they are not growing, so nothing's moving currently. We could use a real good runner right now. Here's a refresh. Let's see if any percentages are moving, and they are not. Well, it's like the market is asleep. Nothing moving. Good morning, CompuCare. Good to see you. LXRX. All right, let's see what happens here. This is a penny stock. I will not be purchasing it. We're waiting on a label to pop in. A bubble, not a label. The label's up here. The bubbles are down here. So if you hear me call it a label, I really mean bubble. Not seeing one currently. A few people coming in. Don't let a million shares fool you. They buy a lot of shares because the price is so cheap. They're only making pennies at a time. So this is more equivalent to 10,000, not 1 million. Well, not looking good for this one so far. I don't have any bubbles popping in. Finally, we get our first bubble. Let's see what happens. Let's see if it'll stay locked in. Let's see if we can get some 90, 95%, 100% out of it. When you see it flashing green like this, that means it's getting more interesting. 89%, 97, 95, upward we go. Let's see if they can keep the momentum going. The label is planted. 100%, still flying. 98, 97. Remember now, we're on a 15-minute candle. If this candle body starts shrinking, you're losing money, right? 91%. I wouldn't sell this under 85. I would sell it under 85. Typical penny stock, lose 2 pennies trying to get 1. John, all of these are indicators that I custom coded. They're monitoring positive volume and negative volume. Positive meaning the volume is increasing and the price is rising. Negative volume, the price is increasing, but the price is falling. I don't like penny stocks. I don't even like watching them. I don't know why I'm watching this one even. Maybe a few more pennies coming here. Let's see. 89, 91, 93, 95, 98, 100 for a small push up for a penny. I don't trade these cheap ones at all. I stay away from them. Good demonstration of the label, though, of the bubble. There goes that label word again. You can see exactly what I mean. When we start popping 90, 95, 100, the price starts rising. The buyers are interested, and it performs a lot better on a stock that's over $1. I trade in the price range most of the time $10 to $100 a share, and it works really good on that price range. I avoid the cheap ones if I can, but sometimes I'm guilty of buying them. But never buy them under $1. At least I don't. Hey, Terry can get blood out of a turnip. And I don't know where that saying come from. I've just said it because I've heard it in my childhood days. Have no idea what it means. It's just like the old saying, there's more than one way to skin a cat. What? Really? Come on now. Good job, Go Swin. 92%, 96%, 95. They're not really driving this penny stock up, though. They're just kind of playing with it, I think. Not enough interested people interested in buying a cheaper stock. Maybe the penny players aren't awake yet. LXRX is not moving. It's moving, but not to my satisfaction. Nikki, there's a new channel. I'm in the process of moving these scattered indicators over to that channel. So look for newest free scripts. There's a video in there on it. I've seen several requests to add some other indicators. I'll get to that today. You are welcome. Sure could use a good runner right now. In this week up, really nice. After yesterday's live stream, when I told y'all I was done trading for today, I hung around and popped the $3,000 winner. I was on the trading floor when that happened. So I got paid to teach yesterday very well. I'm thinking it was around 10:30 maybe. You'll see it posted in there. MLGO, that's correct. It was MLGO. So I ended up yesterday, 42.28 and some change. And I don't know how that happens. Why can't it just be 42 or 43? Thank you, Barry. I kind of knew what it meant, but I just don't know why they picked a turnip. I guess because they knew it didn't have blood, maybe. Yeah, that's that penny stock still moving. If you want to buy it, you go right ahead because I'm not going to get into it. But look at this label, right? It's been on it the whole time. This is what it does for you. Just by slowing it down a little bit, a miracle happened. Yeah, it was in Discord. You don't have to make any adjustments to it once you install it. But if you're using it with Profit Slayer, you need to disable the labels in Profit Slayer. And you can do that in your studies. And I'm using it with Profit Slayer with the labels disabled, or else I'd have labels all across the top. I don't need them since this indicator was born. Looks like the penny players are done. I have scalped IPOs. I don't mess with them very much. They're usually pretty jumpy on their launch day. It's easy to get stung on those when they launch. I'm not as fast as I used to be anymore, so I kind of stay away from things that can trap me. I am 67, will be 68 in August. So I'm slowing down a little. I am a Leo. I'm actually on the cusp between Virgo and Leo. So I think it's leap year, it changes. Guess you can call me a mixed bag of beans or something like that. Yes, sir. Just remember, we are the lion, right? We are the king of the jungle. Don't know if that really makes a difference. You are what you make yourself out to be. That's right, T-Ball, until the wife says different. I have a lot of years behind trading too. Man, has time flown. Since the early 90s, I've been doing this. Sometimes when they ask me, when did you graduate? I always say 18 years after I was born. That way I don't have to remember. You are very welcome, Fumagoo. My pleasure, as always. I love doing this for everybody. I love helping people make money. And the easier I can make it, the happier we all are. I've had some $15,000 and $20,000 days. Those would be my highest days. Not recently, though, not through these last presidential wars we've been having. It's been a rough 4 years, going on 5. It was even rough before that. It was even rough when Trump was president the first time. We had a lot of good days, but we had a lot of bad ones too because of the battle. I'm looking forward to a rally if it ever happens. But I fought the battle. I've continued to make money no matter what the market was doing. There are some days I didn't make anything. There are some days that I lost money. But most of the days, I'm going to say 75% of them, I was profitable, even in a bad market. I'm hoping that this little 15-minute change increases that to 85 and 90%. And it looks really promising. I tell you, it looks really good. Yesterday was a real winner for me. So you're not coming here to buy my CDs that tell you don't do this. You're coming here to watch me trade, for you to gain knowledge, for you to learn how to read these charts, read these indicators, so that you can be profitable. That's the reason I did this, to help others. So don't expect a bunch of CDs when you click the buy button. It's not here. You can watch all of that stuff on YouTube. Here you're going to find the real stuff. We're going to make money together on the screen while you see it happening. In all honesty, it's not about me. It's not about how much I've made. It's not anything about that kind of stuff. I'm going to continue to do what I do. My goal is to get you to be like me. That's my goal. Then I got to figure out how not to make you like me when I'm not good. But we'll get there. Goat, I'm going to be honest with you. I like all these indicators. They all perform the way they were coded. I can read each one of them and do the same thing with most of them. It's just that this one seems to lock in for a longer period of time, which helps me to hang on a little longer, which gives me confidence to get in. Instead of saying, okay, it's going, it's a percentage, it's high, I'm getting in. This one I can really take my time with. I try to buy 90. When it's hitting 90, 95, I wait for that to happen. 90, 95. That way I know they're in it. They're going to push it. 85 is minimal. That's it might move up number, because 86 and 87, it starts moving up. So I wait till 90, 95, then I know they're locked in. The label usually sticks up here and doesn't disappear. And I feel confident in the trade. I exit when I see weakness happening. If this label disappears, or if I see the percentages start dropping, they're not hitting the 95s and 100s anymore, then I'll get out of it. I'm not trying to chase the top. I'm trying to chase the middle. I want that run. I'm in, it's running. I'm in, it's running, and I will get out before it stops running. I sell on the way up. That way I know I get out easily. And yes, I leave some on the table, but I make a lot. So I'm not worried about what I leave on the table. That's correct, Goat. It can have high percentages and not move. And that's usually because the volume is too low. You can have a stock with almost no volume, and you'll see 100% up here, but there's no volume. It's just that the last trade was positive. So it's very important that we have a battle going on in this volume, that it's really being pushed and bought up. The numbers are really flying. Then the label pops in and the price takes off. This one was very sluggish, and sluggish because it's a penny stock. You get up there in the $5 range, $10 range, and it's a lot cleaner run, a lot more money. And it works just as well on $2 and $3 and $4 stocks. It's just that you don't make as much as the higher price stocks. I prefer what you see on my screen, Goat, just like I got it set up. Dominator Master, My Blessing, and this new indicator. Here's the percentages right here. Back to the same penny stock again. It didn't stick, just a few people coming in. Yeah, I'm letting you run over a little bit. I know that. Was hoping to get one more in. If it doesn't get one more in here soon, I'm going to have to cut you loose, though. Uh-oh, got a flag here not clicking. There we go. All right, let's see, where's the label? We don't have one yet. We do have a bouncer. Current price 450s. QLGN is what we're looking at. See, but by not having that label, we avoided getting trapped here. There was no flag for us to get in. So in this instance, it saved us. Man, this one fell through my desk and hit the floor. All right, YouTubers, I thought this was going to be the winner. It's not, but I really appreciate everyone who joined me this morning. I want you to have a very blessed weekend. If you're interested in joining us, click that label at the top of your chat in YouTube. Sign up to our Discord for free, then upgrade. Come make some money with us. We want you on board. I want to teach you. Others want to teach you. The community wants to talk to you. We are very verbal over here on this side. So come and join us. Otherwise, have a very blessed weekend. I will see you YouTubers on Monday. I'm out of here. Thank you very much.